didn't know I had, what's his name? I had Miss Betty, but when I looked at my schedule, I hadn't had nobody. That's why I told her to come at 8.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's see if everybody coming. Let's see if my people come in. Normally I have like
Huh?
normally I have at least 3,000 people to show up.
What?
Good morning, Cal. Come on in. Let's see if they'll come in. It's Friday. It's
Yeah.
Friday.
Let me go.
Trusting the process.
I gotta do all this. There I go. You are there. I was you are there. But somebody hacked into my account and got my money.
Well, one thing about them, they'll give it back to you because you got that protection. And look, they usually send you a notification and ask you, are you this person that's using your card?
But I'm gonna switch over anyway.
Yeah.
I'm leaving there. So I'm going to URW.
Oh, are you? Oh, okay. Yeah, URW is good. Good morning, and welcome. All right, you have a great day. Love you, Miss Irene. You have a great one. I'm waiting for some more people to come on in because we're gonna talk about how we're gonna embrace our peace and letting go and trusting the process. What I've learned in this process for me. So y'all come on in. Hell, I might not even wait. Good morning. A lot of times we find ourselves wanting to hold on and control situations that's out of our control. Let me see if I can get a better light, if y'all get a better lighting. Good morning. But we got to remember, and it's hard to do. It's hard to do. It's hard to let go and let the chips fall where they may and say trust the process. It's very hard because we want to manipulate the situation or whatever the case may be the way that we want it to be. And when you truly want to trust the process, you're going to feel anxiety. You're going to feel fear. And all of that is because you don't know what the outcome is going to be if you didn't have your hands in it. But what I've come to realize through this transformation journey that I'm on right now, I've learned to breathe through it. I learned to accept what's going to be. And although it's not easy, listen, I'm protecting my peace at all costs. A lot of times in life, we feel like, I feel like if I do it this way, yeah, I feel like it's going to work out this way. But what if it don't work out that way? Then you start fear sets in, nervousness sets in. But I done got to the point to where I'm like, the hell with it. What's gonna be, gonna be. I'm gonna let the chips fall where they may. As long as I know I've done all that I could do and done my very best, there's nothing else left for me to do. And there's nothing else left for you to do. If you've done everything that you could in a situation, if you done the very best that you could in a situation, and everybody's still fighting against you, pushing against you, listen, it's time to step back. Let me tell y'all something. I stepped back real quick. And when my nervousness set in my stomach, you know what I did? I started taking deep breaths. I started taking deep breaths and said, you know what? That I can control, I will. And that I can't, I'm just going to have to accept what's going to be, going to be. And honey, yesterday I was in peace. You hear me? Because what I'm not going to do is let somebody disturb my peace. I'm not going to let somebody disturb my well-being, because it's something that they want to do. And I'm telling you, listen, if you go this path, this is where it's going to lead you to. Now, I'm not saying the path that you're deciding to take is not going to get you there, but I'm saying this path right here is a sure path to get you where you need to be. And if you're still fighting against it, I can't do anything because I've led you to this path. I've led you to this point. And if you raise your hands and say, I don't want to take it, then so be it. So be it. I've done all I could do. I've done my very best. I've shown up. I was there. I was committed. And when all else is said and done, whatever life brings you on this path you decided to take, then I don't feel bad about nothing. Because I'm at peace. I'm at peace. A lot of times, we want the very best for our family. We want the very, very best. And when they don't want to accept it, you got to be okay with them not wanting to accept it, because everybody's journey is not the same. It's just not. It's just not. And with that being said, I've learned to say, you know what? And I didn't get here overnight. I sure didn't. I started look like history repeating itself. And I'm not going to fail this test again. So I'm just going to go ahead and get this out of the way right now. And that's another thing that helped me come to where I'm at peace. Because I've been through this situation before. Now it's showing up again in another area in my life. And I'm thinking, what do I need to do at this point so that I don't have to repeat the test again? And I went back and I started thinking about everything that I went through the first time I went through this particular test. And everything that I did in that particular instance, I didn't do it this time. I didn't do it this time. My son told me years ago when I was going through this particular test, he says, Mom, just let go. And I couldn't let go. I wouldn't let go. I won't gonna let go. Because I was so determined, no, it's not going to go this way. No, it's got to go this way. But had I would have listened, maybe things would have turned out differently. Maybe I wouldn't be repeating that same test again 20 years later. So you got to recognize when you're repeating a test again. So I really hope I pass the test this time, because I don't want to repeat this test again. So when I tell y'all I'm at peace, I'm at peace. I'm embracing it. And I'm trusting the process. I'm trusting the process. And this is what that looks like for me. What trusting the process for me looks like, it looks like me still going on about my day. It looks like me not giving in to worrying about, oh my God, what if this, I'm trusting the process. I'm trusting the process. What it looks like for me and trusting the process is still getting up, working out, going about my day, still staying focused, and knowing that whichever way this journey goes, I'm going to be okay. I think a lot of times fear sets in because we're uncertain about how this particular path or journey, which way it's going to take us, when there's a lot of uncertainty there. That's when you really got to trust the process. That's when you really got to trust the process. And will I tell anybody it's easy? It's not easy by no means. It's not easy by no. That's the part where the trust come in. I don't see it. I don't understand it. It don't even look like it's going to turn out right. But I still got to trust that it's going to come out right. That's just like I'm a barber. When I start cutting somebody's hair, it don't look like what they're going to ask for when I first start cutting. They just got to trust me and trust the steps that I take, right? Either I'm going to get it right or I'm going to get it wrong, but they still sitting in my chair. They got to trust the process. Finding strength in accepting what is now it's a mindset that I've taken. The mindset that I've taken in finding the strength and accepting. Because my mindset now is, you know what? I've done my very best. Am I perfect? By no means am I perfect. Have I made mistakes along the way? Of course I've made mistakes along the way. But my mindset is, I've done all I can do. There's nothing else left for me to do but to continue on my journey, right? Just to continue on my journey. And I know when we talk about accepting, finding strength in it, when you're in the muck of it, you don't want to hear that. When you're in the deepest of the deepest, you ain't trying to hear that, because you're not trying to hear it because you're still trying to control it. You're still trying to control it, and you're not seeing it because you're seeing it the way you want to see it. Oh, I'm good. Yeah, I'm okay. Oh, I'm fine. I'm just sharing what it's like to embrace the process and let go. I'm good. I'm good. And that's what you have to do. You have to let go, trust the process. Yes, yes. Because here's the thing, like I'm very transparent on my transformational journey, and I'm here to share what it looks like for me. Not to go deep in context about everything that's going on in my life, but just to share with you guys my thoughts on actually letting go, actually trusting the process and what that looks like for me, and letting you know that, listen, when you get a mindset of saying, listen, I done all I know to do, and I done my very best, and I made mistakes along the way, then this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. It looks like not curling up in a ball, crying my eyes out because it didn't go the way that I so desired for it to go. This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like to say, you know what? I'm going to have to accept what is now, because it is what it is at the end of the day. And some people are going through something right now that was in the position I was in years ago, still fighting, still trying to control the narrative, still trying to, if only I just did this, or if only I just did that, and making a mess of everything. But then you come across my video to say, listen, if you've done all you know to do, then it's time for you to just trust the process. Trust the process. It may not look good. It may not feel good. It may not taste good, but you got to trust it. And the reason why fear sets in, because you're afraid to trust. Let go. Step back and just trust the process. And I know it's easier said than done, but when you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, oh, then you'll be like, you know what? No, what's going to be, going to be. I'm going to trust the process, and however it turns out, I'm going to be okay with it. Period. Period. That's it. That's it. When you take on a mindset like that, I promise you, your stress will be reduced. It'll improve your overall well-being. Because if you don't have a mindset like that, you're going to stress. You're going to have anxiety. You're going to have all these other things that's going on. But when you take on a mindset like, you know what, I done all I can do, and I'm really going to trust the process. Honey, you'll see how things will start changing for you. You'll be able to sleep better at night. You'll be able to eat. At one point in my life, I was so stressed out in the same test that I'm going through now. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. I had a lot of anxiety, and I'm still trying to control the narrative. I'm still trying to keep my hands in the mix of it and trying to control everything, and was making a mess of it, but just making a big mess. Now that I have to go, listen, in life, when you fail a test, baby, you're going to have to go back and repeat that test, and you're going to repeat it over and over until you get it right. I'm not trying to do this again. I'm not trying to do this again. And when I tell you, my head is held so high, and I can sleep at night. Eat. Who said eat? I'm ready. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. That's right. Trust in the process means I'm going to let go of my fear. I'm going to let go of my anxiety. I'm going to take deep breaths when I feel myself becoming overwhelmed. I'm just going to take a few steps back and say, looks like for me. Get away. Good morning, brown sugar. Happy Friday, my love. Girl, you just missed my opening, but I'm going to come back for you. Look, I was trying to come on this morning before I came to work. And you know, brown sugar, I always like to keep it 100. And when I talk about things, I'm not just talking and I'm actually living it. And what I was telling them is, hold on one quick second. What I was telling them was it's finding peace and letting go and trusting the process. That's what I was telling them. And I like to, well, you know what? I was going to do a talk while I was cutting hair, and I asked my client, was it okay? And he said it was. But when the other barbers came in, you know, they like to listen to music. And I can't have music playing because, you know, YouTube would give you a strike. So I couldn't do that. But if I was in there by myself, I would have went ahead and said what I had to say at 8 o'clock because I like coming on at 8. That's my regular time, 8 o'clock in the morning or 8:15 or 8:10 or either 7 o'clock at night because that's my times. My regular people come on at that time. But what I was saying was literally finding peace in a situation to where you find yourself repeating a test again. And I found myself repeating a test that I went through over 20 years ago. When I say the exact same thing, good morning from Turkey, good morning. When I say the exact same thing, I'm repeating the exact same thing. So my question was this: what did I do wrong the first time? How did I fail the test the first time that got me repeating it 20 years later? So here we go. The first time 20 years prior, I kept my hands in the mix. I kept trying to control the narrative. I stayed in it, and I never give it a chance, and I never give myself a chance to trust the process. Made a lot of mistakes. My son told me over 20 years ago, and this same test that I'm dealing with now, he says, Mom, just let go. Just let go. Let it go. And I couldn't let go. I wouldn't let go. I refused to let go. I was going to be in it. I was going to fight it. I was going to do everything I possibly could. But at the end of the day, I made the biggest mess in my life. It became tumultuous. And I found myself going through it again here 20 years later. So I sat down and I was talking and I asked God, I said, what did I do the first time that made me fail this test? That I'm not trying to go through this again. So what did I do? I accept that I have done all that I can do, right? I've done my very best. Am I perfect? By no means am I perfect. Let me see if I can get a better lighting. That right there might be better. By no means am I perfect. Have I made a lot of mistakes along the way? Yes, I have. But this time around, what I realized, if I've done my very best, and if I've done all I can do, and if I got you on a path to where it's going to lead you to nothing but greatness, and you choose not to take it, then I can't do anything but just trust the process and on the path that you're deciding to take, that it's going to lead you to where you need to go. Not fighting, not doing any of these things, but just step back and say, you know what? My mindset now is, okay, maybe this is all I could do for this particular individual. Maybe this is all I can do. And in doing that, and in the process, I've done all that I can do. So now I'm gonna have to trust the process and believe that everything is gonna work out just fine. And if it don't, I can't do nothing about it because I've done all that I could do, right? That's what trusting the process for me is like. That's what embracing and finding peace means, and letting go. Before, I was like years ago in a situation, I was nervous, I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep, all of those things. But now, ask me, do I want a biscuit now? Hell yeah, and I'm gonna eat it. Ask me, do I have peace? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I have peace. I got up yesterday. I went about my merry way. I was at peace. Did my yoga, did my live last night. I'm at peace. I'm at peace. So Brown Sugar says, we all have made mistakes in life, but a wise person learns from their mistakes and continues to grow. Absolutely. And this is part of my growing process. And I really believe this is part of my transformation, you know. And when you're going through a transformation, it's not easy. You have a good day, sir.
You too.
It's not easy. Oh my God, it don't feel good. But listen, if you're in it to win it, then you're going to stay consistent with going through the go through. And sometimes I have to sit back. Sometimes I just have to just breathe through it. Breathe through life. Breathe through circumstances. Breathe through it. And you know what? Knowing that, you know what? If this is how it's going to be, then this is just how it's going to be. No more or no less. But I plan to live my life in peace. Trusting the process. Trusting the process means, you know, even if I don't understand what's going on, I'm going to have to trust that everything's going to work out just fine. Even when I can't see the outcome, even through it all, I'm just trusting the process. That's it. And a lot of times we always say, trust the process, but we ain't trying to trust the process. But I'm going to tell you something about Miss V. I'm tired of repeating test again. And when I say I'm trusting the process, I'm trusting the process. And when I say I set my boundaries, setting my boundaries and communicate them effectively, y'all think I say that just to be saying it. I don't say that just to be saying that. When I tell you setting my boundaries and sticking to my boundaries, girl, sir, yes, and I mean that. I mean that with everything in me. And who like it, I don't care. Who don't like it, I don't care. Because at the end of the day, I only have one me. It's one thing about people, they'll try to project themselves, their fears on you. They'll try to treat you any kind of way if you allow them to. But when you start setting your boundaries, they're going to talk about you. They're not going to like you. At this point, I could care less. At this point, I could care less. At this point, when y'all see me happy, when y'all see me enjoying life, then damn it, that's what I'm doing, enjoying life. And if somebody that comes across me, they want to be negative, and you know, I used to just be like, but no, I'm just going to be quiet, because I ain't got to deal with you but so much longer. I'm just going to be quiet, because in just a few minutes, I ain't got to deal with you no more. And that's just what it is. Yeah, that's what I want to share with you guys this morning. And I did do, I want to bring this to you guys too, honey. I done ran across a video that helped you clear your chakras. After I did a morning yoga show, I had to do it, and I didn't video it this morning, but I got up at 6 o'clock because I knew I had to be here early. I did a morning stretch yoga for stiff. Listen, my muscles was tight. I had to do that workout real quick this morning. I got a 15, 20-minute yoga stretch in, and then I ran across this video that help you clear your chakras. Girl, I'm going to have the video me actually doing that. Because, listen, if I'm talking about getting in tune with me, if I'm talking about becoming a better version of myself, I need to clear my chakras as well. I got tickled this morning. I'm like, you mean to tell me I'm doing all this and my chakras blocked? Let me unblock these chakras. So yeah, I'm excited about sharing that, what that looks like for me as well. But yeah, just trusting the process no matter what it looks like. And it ain't gonna be cute. You gotta trust it. Even in the midst of, you gotta trust it. Y'all talking about Friday night. Y'all know I got my wine. I got my wine and my cheese and crackers. Y'all ready for some wine and sip and talk tonight? At 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock? I don't know what time. Yeah, I think it's about at 7 or 8 o'clock is what time I do it. But yeah, that's what I wanted to share with you guys this morning. As always, the Badola. I think that's the name of it, the Badola. The Badola. I may try another one. But I got my wine yesterday. Good morning. Good morning. So how many of you guys have found yourself in situations where you tried to control the narrative, where you tried to keep your hands in the mist because you was afraid to let go? How many of you all have done that? We all have been there. We all have been there. I'm at work. I'm at the barber shop. I'm at the barber shop. I'm a barber. I cut hair. Yeah. So how many of you guys have found yourself in situations where you tried to control it? Let me know. Let me know. Talk to me this morning. I have at least an hour before my next appointment. So likely garlic said me, and it has not worked. I believe that's God's way of telling you that you're on the wrong path when the same things continue to not work out. Now, I was at the airport yesterday. So you know what, garlic, it's like, again, and God has a way of saying, if you're going to do it, I'm going to step back and let you see that you still going to make a mess out of this, that you still going to have to come back to me and ask me for help. And when that happens, I'll be here waiting for you to just really say, okay, it's in your hands. Wendy Lisa, every day I need to let go of a lot. It's so hard. My daughter never texts me back and I get negative. I need to get outside of my head space. You know what? You are absolutely right. It is so hard. But you know what? You know when she'll text you? When she wants something. Or when she needs something. That's just keeping it 100. Again, and I'm going to say this, Wendy Lee, we have to teach people how to treat us, even our children. You mean to tell me you can't text me? You're going to talk to everybody else but me? And you know she got a plethora of friends that she texts every day, but you on the back burner. Honey, teach your child how to treat you. If she can't text you, I wouldn't text her. I would just keep her up in prayer and say, Lord, please protect my child. And give her the same energy. And once you take your mind out for her, and while she's not texting you, I promise you she'll end up texting. And I will let her know. No, I'm giving you the same energy you give me. You never text me. You always, you know, I don't know if she call you when she wants something or whatever, but I would definitely give her the same energy. You got to teach them how to treat you. Hold on one second.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Oh, you're welcome. It's tight, but it's right. And I ain't telling you something I haven't done. I'm not telling you something I haven't done. And it gets to a point that sometimes you get sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'll be 55 next month, and I refuse to let anybody disturb my peace. I refuse for anybody to try to take my joy. I refuse. And he done set this water up here. Wendy Lee says, yes, you're so right. That's true. Thank you. She does not call either. I need to shift. God is good. God is good all the time. Only thing you can do is keep her in your prayers. Keep in your prayers and pray that, you know, her guardian angels protect her and keep her safe. But the more you chase after them, the further they're going to run away from you. Ask me how I know. Happy belated birthday. Happy belated birthday. So that's what we have to do. Now, these frowns coming on my forehead is when I'm talking because I'm so passionate about it, you know. And if you want me to be totally honest with you, they make me tired. Don't never call until, well, honey, mine don't call until you want something. Don't never call till you want something. You know what I mean? I'll give you the same energy you giving me at the end of the day. So I'll turn 55 next month, Rodney. I'm sorry, Stephen. Thank you. Age is just a number. Let me tell you. And at this point in the game, I look back over my life and be like, God has truly blessed me. I've seen some highs and I've seen some low of the lows, but I made it through it. Thank God I don't look like everything that I've been through, Stephen. Thank God I don't look like everything I've been through. Love you back. Stephen, join the group so you can give me some feedback on my bathing suits Monday. I'm going live Monday with a swimsuit haul. Only the members going to be able to see. Only the members going to be able to join that live. So yeah, Stephen, give me your 61-year-old opinion. So join the membership group. I don't care if you come in at the first level, second level, or the third level, but just you have to be a member in order to give your feedback and watch the video Monday. I was telling them earlier on how finding strength and acceptance when you're going through and letting go, and what that looks like for me. What that looks like for me is knowing that I tell myself, Veronica, you've done all you could do. You've done your very best. There's nothing else you can do. That's how I find my strength in accepting what is, what's going to be. Because I've done all I can do. I'm not trying to turn over no extra stones. I'm not trying to open no extra doors. Because I've done all that I could do. And now that I've done all I can do, only thing I can do is accept. That's it. Accept and embrace it. That's how I find strength and acceptance. It's knowing that I've done all that I can do, even in my flaws, even in my mistakes. That's how I find acceptance. I don't know how you find acceptance in letting go and embracing, but that's how I do it. And that's just come about too. That's just come about. And when I tell you it feels good, it feels real good. It feels good. Yes, it feels good. To say, you know what? I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. God bless you. Bid you Godspeed. Don't wish no hurt, harm on you or nobody else. But I'm okay with it. That's how I find strength in accepting what is. Have you guys found yourself in a situation where you either found strength and acceptance, or you had no other choice but to accept? How many of you guys have done that? How many of you guys have been in a situation like that, or you had no other choice but to accept? And I'm telling you, I'll be the first to say it's not easy by no means at all. Oh, I bet you your classic oldie is nice. Okay, be safe out there, Stephen. Thank you. And I look forward to you becoming a member. Bye-bye now. But yeah, that's life. And today is Sip and Unwind Friday night. That's what we're gonna do tonight. I hope you guys tune in tonight at 7. I think I'm gonna post it. I think we're gonna come on about 7 or 8. Now I think we're gonna do it at 8 because I'm gonna get my workout in tonight. I'll probably do some yoga tonight, and we're gonna do some sip and talk. Ask Miss V what you will. Oh, okay. Is that 1988 Mercedes Benz? Oh, I know that's nice. Is it got the is it a convertible? And what color is it? I can see myself in that. I can see myself in that. Let me tell y'all something. People get mad at you when you are walking in your peace. People will get mad at that and they'll try to do anything they can to disrupt it. I need to make another short today. Signal red with palomino tan leather. Ooh, Steven. When can I ride? When can I let the wind blow through my blonde hair? Oh my God, I would love to see that car. When can I take a ride, Steven? Oh my God, I could be like, man, that sounds beautiful. And I know on beautiful days, man, you out in the out in the street riding. I bet y'all the women be looking at you. I'm sure it is. I am sure it is. I want to ride that car, Steven. You have to take me for a ride. I'm serious, Steven. You have to take me for a ride in that car. I don't know if you in Southern California. I don't know where you at. But I need to get in that car. And life is for the living. And I see Steven living. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, sweetheart, how are you? Uh-huh. You know what? I come to New York quite often. I'm at the barbershop. Yes, I am. I come to New York quite often. When I lived in New York, I did some training out in Staten Island. And to be honest with you, New York is, that's where a lot of my viewers are from. It's from New York. I tell everybody, New York loves me and I love New York back. New York is my home away from home. Well, Stephen, I'm sorry that you told me and I forgot. Charge it to the head, not the heart. So what do you guys, since I got that off my chest and talked about all of that, how I'm embracing peace and letting go and trusting the process. You guys are tuning in. What are you doing to trust the process? What are you doing to let go of situations? Are you letting go of any negative energy? Are you letting go of any negative thoughts? Trust the process. And guess what? It's Friday. So we're still gonna do the I'm still gonna do the sit, wine, and unwind tonight as well. And I'm gonna sit out there under the stars. And you know the weather here is absolutely beautiful. I don't know when it's gonna start getting cold, but the weatherman said that the next few days is really gonna be hot. I've been invited to some cookouts. Have you guys been invited to some cookouts this weekend? It's Labor Day weekend. Okay, Stephen. Now you got to help me out with these acronyms. What's HCM? Oh, I got it. I know what it is. Yes, definitely. I worked there for a year. I'm going to tell you something, Stephen. I absolutely love my job there. I met amazing people there. I got to connect with a lot of the clients. I got the opportunity to help change their lives. You're right. We probably know some of the same people. You are absolutely right. Let me tell you something, honey. Those clients love me. They love me. At first, when I first got there, let me tell you something, be very transparent with you. When I first got there, because I'm a people person, and New Yorkers, they are like, they pretty much mind your business. They not the friendly, you know what I mean? But me, being a Southern belle, when I got there, I was just, very nice. Hello, very polite. Because, a lot of people in New York are not polite. They don't speak and all this stuff. But that was me. And all of a sudden, honey, they tried to test the water with me because they felt like I was just too nice. They felt like I was a little naive. They felt like they could say and do what they wanted to, when they came to HCM. No, sir, no, ma'am. I didn't want to show them the other side, but I had to show them the other side. And I had to listen. And after I showed them the other side, they look, I had, Steve, let me tell you something, man. They were writing letters to corporate about me. When they started trying to get over, and I had to put my foot down, they started writing corporate. You know what corporate said? They told my manager, tell Veronica whatever she's doing to continue doing it. But at the end of the day, I earned their respect, and they love seeing Miss V come across the floor. And when I walked across that floor, I walked. I strutted. I was a stallion. You hear me? Steven, I'm telling you, I love those men. And we had some ladies too, but I love them men. I'm sure we know some of the same people. And the only reason why I left, oh, did you see me there, Steven? Anna, did you see me there? Let me tell you something. Like I said, I got real close with some of the clients there. And when COVID happened, I moved back here, and I was working from home, and we was actually helping clients over the phone, helping them to reapply, and all this stuff. And my heart went out to a lot of the guys because, you were shut up in your apartments there. Nobody could leave out or whatever. It was just, yeah. Oh, you did? Oh, okay, okay. Anna, me and Anna, honey, me, Anna, and Chad, we used to go out after work and go and get us some sips at the bar and just have a good time. I wonder if Anna's still working there. I don't know if she's retired or not. Okay. Thank you, Brown Sugar. But yeah, I think there the group that was there when I was there, we was a close knit group, and a lot every morning when we would have our morning meetings, and I would say my spiel, whatever. They would always say, they would call me Veronica and not Miss V. They'd be like, you in the wrong profession. Like, you don't really need to be doing this. You need to be on the stage motivating people. You need to be on the stage because, girl, everything you tell us, like, I lifted the morale of the stylist that was there, and it was great, and it was a great experience. Oh, okay. You met her in the early 90s. Beautiful people that worked there. Beautiful people. Wonderful people. I had no complaints about nobody that I worked with. Oh, you stopped during COVID. Well, did you ever meet me? Did I ever see you, Stephen? You know what? I believe if we would have met, you would have brought it to my attention. You would have brought it to my attention. Get out of here. Really? Does she still work there? So yeah, so during COVID, I moved back here to Virginia, and after moving back, I never returned. I enrolled at a university here, and I'm pursuing a sociology degree. I'm a bachelor in science, but majoring in sociology, psychology, majoring in sociology, minor psychology, minor in African American literature, and minor in leadership. Yeah. So I took this semester off. Like I said, life been life, and so I wouldn't have been able to give my due diligence to my studies going this semester. So I actually took this semester off. I love it. And that's some of the things that I try to tell some of the clients, like, don't get so caught up with this, because it's only hair. That's all it is. And there are other things that could be wrong, you know what I mean? That's majorly wrong. But listen, embrace the naturalness, embrace who you are. Because let me tell you something, I've cut all of my hair off before. I've cut it all off till you can see the scab, and loved it, and colored it platinum, and rocked it. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a lot of white collar workers that come there. It's a lot of people that come there, and even in the industry, the acting industry, is a lot of people. Oh, okay. But you know what? I loved it there, and I really tried to stay on. I really tried to ask them if I could come in every 2 months or something and still work remote. But they was like, nah, you got to come back. And I was like, nah, I got to resign. Because at the time, COVID was still, they didn't know what was going on in New York, and I wasn't trying to get there and find out. But you know what? When I came back from New York, when I got here, I had COVID. I brought COVID back here with me. I sure did. I didn't even know what was going on. But I knew when you know how we had the TVs in the lounge area? Every morning I'm sitting there looking, and they had the red line. You remember that, the red line showing you it going to each borough. I was like, and some of the clients were saying, listen, y'all know they're going to shut New York down. I'm like, wait, what? Yeah, they're going to shut New York down. And I told Susan, I was like, Susan, I said, you know they saying they're going to shut New York down, and I don't know what to do. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Let me tell you something. That Friday, Susan had us to go out and buy all these cleaning supplies. And I said, if they shut down New York, they said they're not going to let nobody out. My son called me. He was like, hey, Mom, you know they're getting ready to shut down New York. I need you to go back home. That's all I heard. And he was just like, I said, well, let me get me a flight. He said, like, no, you can't fly. You know, everything was so scary. You can't fly. You got to rent a car. And when you go rent the car, I need you to wear gloves, wipe everything down, da-da-da-da-da. And I'm not knowing. Like, one of my coworkers, she had this really dry cough. And the doctors kept telling her they didn't know what it was. And I mean, it was terrible. It was in the same office. And I started feeling my head started hurting a little bit. Next thing I know, that Saturday when I went to rent a car, I got the hell up out of New York. And when I got here, I had started sweating a lot. And I was so scared to know that I had COVID. I didn't go to the doctor. I didn't want to know. I was so scared, but I had COVID. I ended up, you know, drinking a lot of hot liquids and hot teas and stuff. And listen, what I did is I sweated it out. I sweated out. Oh, you vacation here in the, oh, you was here during the 4th? Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, I sweat that COVID out. And I ended up catching COVID 3 times. When I had it in New York, and I caught it here twice. The second time, because I work out a lot. I work out a lot, and it was the second time. Yeah, the second time I got it. And because I worked out a lot, you know, I didn't really know, I wasn't paying attention to the symptoms. But honey, when I got to the point where I couldn't breathe, I would do like 1,000 jump ropes. I forget how long it would take. It wouldn't take me long. But when I saw that I could barely do it, went to the doctor and they said, oh, you got COVID. I'm like, oh, hell. I was so scared I couldn't breathe. That was the scariest moment of my life. And all I kept praying was, Lord, please don't let me die. And I slept in a recliner because they said you can't lay back and all this stuff. I slept in a recliner. I think I had it for like 10 days. Susan was my girl. Let me tell you, Susan, she taught me so much and she saw so much potential in me everywhere while I was weak. Honey, let me tell you something. Susan, honey, she would put me in some training classes to help me become a better CRM. Yes, Susan. And I hated that she had to go. I hated it. I did. Because Susan, she loved everybody. She was a great leader. She really was. She really was. She taught me a lot. I will say that. Susan taught me a great deal. They sure did. They sure did. Now, that was a hot mess. But, honey, y'all was faithful in coming. I will give you that. You were faithful in coming. So, for the Labor Day weekend, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a swimsuit edition, a swimsuit haul. And that's for members only. And we're going to have fun. And I've been invited to a couple of cookouts. And listen, let me tell you the fun part about working out. I get to eat whatever I want to eat. I ain't got to worry about weight because I done burned so many calories that I'm good, you know? Ooh, yeah, moving back into college, that's a lot. You happen to move? You got to take all this stuff back to the dorms, help them set up and all this stuff. I remember those days with my son. She surely did. She surely did. But she went to a private, she went to a private HCM. And I want to say it was in Jersey. Do you do Broadway shows, Stephen? By chance? Ah. Okay, Stephen. I think I'm coming up next month and taking some Broadway shows, plus do a full day spa for my birthday. When is the last time you've been to Broadway? When is the last time you've been to Broadway? Let me see, back here, let me see. At the beginning of the spring. Yeah, it was the beginning of the spring. No, it's right. Yeah, the beginning of the spring. No, the middle of the spring. I went to see Shucks. That was a good one. That was a really good Broadway show. Did you go see Lion King? Oh, you probably didn't want to see Lion King. I want to go see what is that show? It's like, oh God, what is it? I saw it on TV. I said, I gotta go see it. It takes place, let me see. I can't think of the name of it. You've probably seen it. Are you going to be able to come on tonight, Stephen, at about 7 when I do my workout? And then about 8 when we do the late night sip, wine, and unwind? You know what? After 2 glasses of wine, I'm leaning to the left. A lot of my people are probably at work. Normally, I have at least 2,000, 3,000 people to come through. I guess everybody's at work. Only got 190 views. I was trying to wait to get up to 200 views, at least 200 views. So, as I'm ready to wrap this up, as I stated in my title, find peace and letting go. Trust in the process. Whatever you do, whatever you find yourself in, the situation you're in, listen, if you've done all you can do and you've done the very best you can do, just let go. Just let go and embrace your peace, because your peace is worth more money, more gold. Your peace, having a peace of mind, embracing change, Listen, for me, I love being able to sleep at night. For me, I love being able to eat food, because sometimes when you get so stressed out, you can't eat, you can't sleep, you can't do any of those things. But when you really get to the point of just saying, you know what, just let me trust the process. Just let me, you know what, what's going to be, going to be. Just let me. And I think the universal story really just working things out for you even the more. Yeah, that's what you have to do. And what that looks like for you. Like, literally, there's power in letting go. There's power in releasing control of a situation that you have no control over. That's you taking your power back. That's me taking my power back. That's me saying, you know what? I'm letting go of that, and I'm going to embrace my power, my peace of mind, all of the above. Trusting the process, Psalms 91 and 23. I'm going to have to go read that. Trusting the process when you're still trying to control it is not easy. But when I tell you guys, when I step back and we're just like, you know what, I'm good. I'm good with knowing that I've done all that I can. Hold on a minute, guys. This is a guy to be looking at me. Hey, sugar. He's so handsome, all right. How are you? Look at him. He always watching me. But no, and trusting the process for me, what that looks like is like, you know, for me, and what helps me and being able to let go is to know that I've done everything that I could in this possible situation. And let me tell you something. When you fail a test, you'll see it again. I don't care if it's a year from now, 5 years from now, next week. You're going to keep repeating the same thing until you pass the test. Come on now. So this time around, what I did, I said, God, what is it that I didn't do the first time that I need to do this time? Because I'm not trying to repeat this again. And what I did with the first time was I kept my hands in it. I kept trying to control it. I said, God, I put it in your hands. In actuality, I took it back. I never really put it in his hands. I just kept trying to control the narrative my way, instead of saying, let me just trust God and see how this is going to unfold. But this time around, y'all look at me real good. This time around, I said, listen, I done all I could do. I done the very best that I could do. I'm not perfect by no means, but I've done everything that I've known to do. I'm not going to repeat this test again. So I'm stepping back and I'm trusting the process, knowing that whichever way it unfolds, it's unfolding the way that it's supposed to unfold. Not with me trying to maneuver this situation, not with me trying to put my hands on this. No. And I'm okay with it. And I was okay with it. Let me tell you something. Years ago, when I went through the same test, I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. My anxiety was on 12,000. Ask me, am I sleeping? Why, yes, I am. Ask me, am I eating? Of course I'm eating. Yes, I am. Ask me, do I feel good about the situation? Yes, I do. Do I agree with it? No, I don't. But that's okay. I ain't got to agree with it to trust. I don't have to agree with it to trust the process. I don't. And I find strength in knowing, I find strength in accepting this by knowing that I've done everything that I have supposed to have done everything I could, and I'm not trying to manipulate or control the narrative. That's trusting the process for me. That's what it looks like for me. When you embrace and accept it, it doesn't mean you're giving up. It means that you found your strength, you found your power in saying that it's okay. Okay, I'm reading the comments. Good morning, and welcome. I appreciate the thumbs up. I appreciate the likes. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Good morning. Good morning. I said a lot of my people are probably at work. I know Brown Sugar is. Yes, so with that, let's just be mindful. And if you haven't tried it, I encourage you to try letting go and embracing it. And it's not saying you're giving up. It's just saying I'm trusting the process. I'm trusting it. I'm trusting it. So guys, I'll be back on tonight. I will post it. I will post that I'll be coming on tonight at 7 o'clock. I'm going to get a quick workout in. I'm going to do a quick 7 o'clock workout. And then we're going to do a sip and unwind while I take a swim in the pool. That's what we're going to do tonight. Don't forget, we're going to sip and unwind tonight. So if you haven't got your drink of choice, get your drink. You know, mine is still the same. Da Badola. I think that's the name of it. Had me leaning. I fell asleep on y'all the other Friday night. But yeah, so we're going to do that tonight. We're going to do a 7 o'clock workout, and then we're going to do sip and unwind with me tonight by the pool under the stars. And and the weather's so beautiful. Why not? Why not? Okay, and I may have a guest tonight. I may have a guest to sip and unwind with us tonight. So y'all think about what y'all want to talk about tonight. Brown Sugar, I love you, girl. I appreciate you to the utmost. You're one of the greatest moderators around. I appreciate you. You always show up. I don't care when I come on, Brown Sugar's in the building. You have a great day. Oh, Wendy, you're still here. Oh, my God. Thank you so much for staying, Wendy. Wendy, listen, we're in this together. Anytime you need to just share, please just hop on and let's conversate. Come on tonight. Grab you. Do you drink wine? Do you drink wine, Wendy? Yay, nay. Wendy, do you drink wine? It's going well. Well, listen, grab you some iced tea. Wendy, Lee, grab you some iced tea. Okay. Oh, there you go. Listen, because we do toast. Wendy Lee, I need you to grab you some iced tea tonight. Come back on and join us tonight for our sip and unwind. And girl, if think of a topic, I'm going to put a poll up. Whatever y'all want to talk about, we're going to talk about it, and we're going to deep dive into whatever it is y'all want to talk about tonight. I'm all for it. This is what we're doing on Friday nights. So that'll probably be at 8 o'clock. I know I'm going to do my quick workout at 7. So Wendy, will I see you in the building tonight? I love you, girl. And listen, let go. Set your boundaries. Teach people how to treat you. All right? I'll see you tonight. Casey, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. All right, Ali, bro. Mwah. Love you guys. Listen, my time is up. I've been over 8 minutes. But I'll see you guys tonight at 7 o'clock. Back again at 8 for the Sip and Unwind. Mwah. Love you. Bye-bye.